everybody, welcome back. This is Jenny from Rainy Day Coloring. I have a huge haul for you guys today, so I'm gonna scoot this out of the way and we'll get started. Now, I have to say, I think I mentioned this in my first haul, I was hoping to save all of this for the end of July. And I was going to do a haul sort of at the end of July, but I kept getting things in the mail, and some of them, and you'll see this as we go, I was having such a hard time waiting. I mean, I think it'd be great if I showed you all before I started using them. And I just was having such a hard time not using my new supplies, not coloring my new books. And the stack got big enough that I thought, okay, we need to do a mid-month haul. So I actually do have a couple more things coming, I know, that aren't here yet. I have 2 diamond paintings that should be here soon and a set of Cali art markers. And then, I don't know, I mean, should I stop buying for a few weeks, months? I don't know. I have a Zulily credit and I have a bunch of stuff on my Zulily card. So we'll see if that happens. The first thing I wanted to show you, I just grabbed this from ordering this from Target. This is the Astro Brights Premium Smooth Cardstock. This is the 65 pound. It's formerly the Nina Bright White, which I think I've used that before. So I'm hoping it is the same. And I'm actually going to go ahead. I just opened this for the first time. I'm going to pull out a piece so we can use it if we want to swatch, take a look at some of our colors today as we go. And I purchased this because I have this is something else I wanted to buy. I have a bunch of PDF prints on Etsy that I've been really wanting to get, especially some of those like artists that maybe I don't have a full coloring book from. So I've been thinking about kind of getting some of those prints. So we'll see if that happens, but I knew I needed more cardstock to be able to do that. Okay, so let's take a look. I grabbed, these actually came last month and I forgot to show you in my last haul. This is the set of 6 Copic sketch skin tones. I ordered these from Amazon. I think they were on $35. They actually have a set of these that's the Copic Chow, which is slightly cheaper in the same colors. So if you, I can actually show you here. Let's pull out these 6 colors. It's not a bad range, actually. So this you'll see is a Copic sketch. So it has that chisel tip on one side, and it has that, this one has a brush, what is that, like a brush nib? Now, if you're wondering what the Chow looks like, here's the Chow. And this is an example of one that's actually the same color. These are both blush. The Chow has a different body shape, of course, and it has, although this will have the same color ink in it, it has less inside. So you have that brush tip, chisel tip, slightly different shape of a brush, and there is less ink inside, but also refillable. The Chows drive me crazy because why don't they have the names on the end? So right, that part drives me crazy because, you know, on most of our alcohol markers we're having the names. So anyway, I'll just show you really quick what colors you get in here. This is the Copic sketch. This is E00, which I've seen it sometimes E00 written as cotton pearl or skin white. I think my hope is they're switching over to cotton pearl, and skin white is the older version. There's the barley beige. Here's our, let's see, light suntan, our dark suntan, our copper. It's really pretty and deep. And then also our blush. So those are the six colors that I grabbed in my Copic sketch skin tones. So we'll put those away later. I also grabbed another set of Spectrum Noir illustrators. I showed you a set of these in my last haul video, and that was the hues. I also was getting, and I actually haven't even opened these yet, the rich tones, and they did finally come. So I love the illustrators by Spectrum Noir because you get, I'm not a huge fan of a chisel tip, and you get a nice and small bullet tip. And then you also get a really beautiful brush tip. So I really just love that combo. Now these rich tones you're gonna get, and even I haven't swatched these, so this will be fun to see. Ruby, oh that's super pretty, you guys. Burgundy, ooh, that came out a lot darker than I would think for that burgundy. Petrol blue. You'll have to let me know in the comments how well you're able to see these when I do it from here. Maybe I'll pull it back up to see if you can get a better look. Ooh, holly. Ooh, very deep green. That would be, actually those two colors would be great for Christmas in July, wouldn't they? Damson? Is that how you say that? Oh, I just love rich tones like these. I knew I was going to love this set. And then a yellow brown. That's interesting. Ooh, that's a pretty color. So those are our illustrators. These I grabbed. These I've been finding these hard to find on Amazon. I grabbed these from Zulily. Here, let me see if I can hold this up for a better. Can you see that better? I feel like my light's wonky today. Okay, I also grabbed a set of, these are also Spectrum Noir, but these are the Classique. So these look a little bit different. This is the set of yellow. Last month I had a set that I purchased of the browns that I've been using so much. I haven't opened this either, so we'll get to do this together. There's our set of yellows. I'm excited to see. Okay, they're not really in order, so let me, well, I guess it's okay if they're not. So the Classiques are gonna look a little bit different, of course. So you have a chisel tip, and then you also have a bullet tip. So this is the daffodil. Ooh, that is very light. I don't know if that's gonna show up for you. Not very well, is it? We'll do the chisel side. Canary. Ooh, that's like, looks like a true yellow, almost like a those highlighters we used to use. Dandelion. Ooh, pretty. And then we have 3 more in here. Ooh, mama. These look like they're in the gold family. So we have Moonlight. Oh, that's a pretty color. Gold. That looks like a really nice, vibrant gold. No metallic to it, just pure gold. And then a golden yellow. Ooh, really nice. Excited to use those. So I do like the Classiques as well for coloring. Personally, but when it comes to these two types of Spectrum Noir, I enjoy the process more with the illustrators. But when it's colors I really go through and use, like different yellows, it's nice to have those. Now this was a little bit of an impulse buy. I don't know how much I love them yet. If you guys have ideas of what books or types of books you use these in that you really enjoy, I would love to hear. I had, end of the year, I'm a teacher and I had some Target gift cards. So this was a little bit of a, ooh, let's try a new marker. I love markers. Now I'm not gonna swatch all of these. These are the Staedtler. It's the 36 set of double-ended fiber tip pens. Now there is a 36 set of watercolor pens that look similar. These are not them. These are the double-ended fiber tips. So you can see on the back they have the different sizes. And I will show you here. Here's what it looks like. Now I don't think, no, there's no color names on them that I can see. There's a little bit of a thicker bullet. And then there's that truer fine line. And I'll give you a little glimpse of this. We'll do both sides. Now, on my cardstock, I really like the experience of using these. When I've tried to use them a couple times in just like Amazon printed books, I feel like maybe they're too juicy or something, like they're kind of ripping up my paper or like just kind of loading on there and then making the paper rip. So if people have recommendations for what they like to use these for, please do let me know. I will swatch them out fully eventually because I think that color selection looks really fun. And I do need some good fine liners, so we'll see how those end up working, how much I end up using them. Another one I grabbed, which this is just is just another set of paintbrushes. These were just when they were on sale at Hobby Lobby. It's the 9-piece. Wait, I am missing some, you guys. Well, oh, we must have already taken some out. Because this is actually a 9-piece set, and there are some smaller ones. I think I grabbed these. You know what? I think my son might have taken some of these to paint with. I actually grabbed these specifically to use with acrylics for background painting. I have quite a few brushes that I really enjoy using with watercolors. So this was something I was sort of just going to keep separate and use more for that, for acrylic paint. So I don't know. We now have to figure out where those missing ones went to. Okay, now we're on to books. The first book I'll show you, though, is not a coloring book. I'm so excited for this. This is my new color charts book. This is the Color Collection Edition. This is by Yasmin Eldahan. Now, I actually have, and I've been really enjoying it. I'll show you. I've had this for a while. I have this color charts, which you can see. This is a normal size coloring book, 8.5 by 11 or whatever. And I grabbed this from her a while ago, and I love it. I'll show you this kind of briefly. So this, what I've primarily been using it for is for the color charts that I've been using. So this is like my Ohuhu 80s, one my watercolors. You can kind of see them in here. And I've really been liking that. I've used them so much, though, I was running out of color charts, and I hadn't even color charted everything. Now, the thing about this book is there's tons of other cool resources. You can work on your color blends. You can work on coloring different things, even like different, like, ooh, eyes, and there's a hair section, and skin tones, and all sorts of fun stuff like that. So tons of stuff I really like in this book, and I will keep using the other pages, but I wanted more color charts, and I wanted them all in one place. So this is smaller, and this is just the color charts. So I'm really excited to get to use this just for color charts, like I said. So every page looks like this. Of course, like with any coloring book, this is just a, you know, a regular thin Amazon printed paper. You can see because it says the date. It was printed July 3rd, 2020. Of course, with these, you're going to want to put something behind it, a nice thick piece of cardstock or watercolor paper as a blotter. But I'm really excited to go through and chart everything in here, even probably recharting what I have in my larger book, because I love just this handy size. So very excited about that, and that was an Amazon purchase. I also grabbed this month the Fadorables Minis too. This is a pocket-sized cute fantasy coloring book by Selena French. I do have one picture in here that I'm working on, so I won't show that to you since I'll try to save it for the end of the month. Hopefully I'll be finished by then and I can show it to you. Just some really cute pictures, some dragons, some unicorns, some little fairies, mystical creatures, lots of fun. Look, that's like Marie and T. Onette. So a cute little book. It is smaller, so you can see if this is a regular size coloring book. It really is pocket size. I think this is going to be fun to do with different mediums. This is also Amazon printed paper. You can see the date, July 2nd, that was printed. So, of course, I got that from Amazon. Let's see. This next book I have is Casey Doodle Art, which I do enjoy their coloring books. This is The Beautiful Dreamer by Carissa Basquette. I actually think I'm going to do a full flip through of this book, so be on the lookout for that. These are the books that whenever you get them, they're going to have that section in the beginning with tips and ideas, all that kind of fun stuff. And then once you get to the actual pages, you will have one true coloring page per side. So there's always a little quote or whatever. Honestly, this paper is not bad. I really like the smoothness of it, the thickness of it, especially for alcohol markers. I really enjoy it. So it's kind of whimsical, lots of moons, suns, flowers, women, things like that. A fun book. Oh, I really like that. That might be the first one. These pages are perforated if you like to pull them out. So again, be on the lookout for a full flip through of that book coming. And Beautiful Dreamer I grabbed from Zulily, but it is available on Amazon as well. Another book I grabbed was Color at Home, a Young House Love coloring book by Sherry and John Petersick. Now, I'm not 100% positive on the backstory. I randomly found this book probably 6 months ago at Hobby Lobby and thought it looked really neat. Didn't grab it and then hadn't seen it anywhere else since then. I did eventually order it from Amazon, but it wasn't even, it was like a third party where it shipped from somewhere else and yada yada. But let me tell you why I think this book is so cool. And again, I will do a full flip through of this book as well, I think, on another day. Sherry and John, the authors, and then it's illustrated by Joan Borowski, excuse me, have a blog about interior design and things like that. So they made this book. It's part interior design, it's part coloring book. So I mean, they talk about like what are color combos that look cool? How can you add color? Look, try different things on these couches. And they talk about how this book is like, it can be fun for if you're just into coloring, but also fun for you to try different things you might like for your home, which I think is sort of a neat concept. So lots of different pictures. You'll have full page spreads. They are perforated, so they don't go quite all the way down into the crack. She also does this kind of neat thing, or they do, well, you'll see large pictures, but then also close-ups of something that might be in the picture. A fun example of that is, you see here in this bathroom, there's a sign on the wall that says yes to new adventures, and you have that same one here that you could color. The odd thing to me is I always feel like perforated pages, when they have something on the front and back, are, I don't know, it's a little strange, just to me. Because this seems like something that you would keep everything in together. But really fun book. Excited to get started on that. Another book I grabbed this month, or in the last month, was this Just Add Watercolor Flowers by Robin Pickens. This was from Zulily. I had not seen this in person. I don't think I had looked up a walkthrough of it either. I believe I did read some reviews and I thought it looked pretty good. This book is amazing. So to be clear, there's only, does it say, I think there's only 12 designs. There's not many, maybe 10 or 12. But when you open this up, okay, there's information about watercolors, all that fun stuff, what you can use to do this. Each page, I mean, you can already see that. You can tell this is a super thick piece of watercolor paper. It has a very faint lines. Now when I color with markers or color pencils, I love dark, bold lines, but for watercolor, how perfect is this? And then there's not, I mean, again, like I said, there's not a ton, but how gorgeous are these? Well, I guess I'll just show you now really quick. To go through and practice your watercoloring. This page has some weird kind of like, I don't know, stippling, bending across it. I mean, it doesn't bother me. I'll still paint it and enjoy it. Love it. These are perforated. Again, just incredibly thick. Really fun. These are something that I probably will pull out and do one at a time and then store it in my binder that has my pages I colored that are perforated. Okay, funny story about my next two books. So these are my two new Staedtler books. I'm sure you've seen flip throughs of these. His books are so fun, and there's a bunch of flip throughs right now on YouTube of them. The funny thing is I ordered this Dollhouse Color by Number, was so excited about last week, I started coloring a picture immediately. And actually just yesterday, I was commenting on someone's YouTube video. She was doing a review of 3 of his books, including these 2. And I said something about that Mosaic art sea creatures. I was like, oh, that looks so fun. I don't know, whatever. And then I went in the living room and I realized I had ordered this book. It had arrived a couple days ago. I never opened it, and I had completely forgotten until I opened the envelope that I'd ordered this book. So that's when I was like, ugh, maybe I should stop buying for a while. Anyway, I have the Mosaic art sea creatures. This is a little bit hard to do. You can't really truly do a flip through because you can't see what it is. But there are some samples on the back. I'm so excited to start this. The size of the squares reminds me a lot of the Mindware Mosaics color by number. You do have a relatively large color chart, but this actually, I like that because that tells me that I'm gonna have some good variety, and they don't have every color on every, you probably can't see that. They don't have every color for every page, but I do like that variety. I sometimes worry with things like a sea creature book, am I gonna just be so tired of using my light blue and my, sand or tan color or whatever? So I'm excited for the options. This is going to be really fun. This might be the next picture I do. Dollhouse color by number. I actually couldn't wait, and I did color a picture in it, which you'll see. I have these little kitty tags that I put in during the month when I finish a picture. And so at the end of July, I'll do a video showing everything I've colored for July. And so you'll see that. So I won't show you that picture quite yet. This has a slightly smaller color section, only 20 colors. And these are color by number. This book, though, you can actually get this exact same book that's not color by number. I believe the cover looks slightly different. But this is just so cute, you guys. It's literally a dollhouse. Like, it makes me feel like I'm a kid again in the best possible way. Look, she has an indoor pool. Look, there's her laundry room. Like, you know, just precious. So cute. Oh, here in the dollhouse, there's one of those like giant, cool princess bunk beds that everybody always wanted, or I always wanted at least. So, really fun book. It is black backed. It's Amazon printed. You can see July 5th is on that back page. He always includes color testing pages, which you can see I kind of used already to just check out. So, fun. Let's see. We're getting close to the end, you guys. So I'll do these two. These are the two magazines I grabbed. So it's hard where I live to find Coloring Heaven and Mystery Colors. And I think, I know you can order Coloring Heaven from the UK for slightly more. Anyway, just it's hard for me to find where I live. Last week, kind of for the first time in pandemic, I ran into Barnes & Noble specifically looking for coloring magazines. They'd opened back up. I was so excited. And I grabbed Mystery Colors. This is the Jungle Animal version. It's actually kind of in the way, isn't it? I haven't colored anything in here yet, so I'm super excited. I like the color palettes. There is variety. There's only 20 total colors in the whole book, so it would be great to travel with because you wouldn't have to take much. Really excited to do that. I think, yes, at the back, I won't show you, but there is an answer key. So if you want to see what everything looks like ahead of time, you certainly could. I think I just want to start from the beginning and kind of do one page at a time and see how it goes, and be surprised, ideally. Yeah, so I'm super excited to get started on this as well. Hopefully by the end of July, I will have a page colored in that for my end of July coloring pages. I also got, you guys, I feel like this is huge in like a really dorky way. I got my first Coloring Heaven magazine, and it's my first Hannah Carlzon. I don't have any of her books yet. I love them. I have a bunch on my wish list. This is issue 58, and again, there's a lot of flip-throughs of this already on YouTube as well to look up, but I am just, I'm so excited. This seems like a really good compilation of her illustrations as well, because you do have a lot of those portraits of just like beautiful women, as well as the more whimsical animals and castles and, the jewelry, so many of those things that we see in her pieces. So I really, really want to color in this. I'm honestly a little bit scared because I love it so much. I'm scared that I'm going to just butcher it. So I don't know. Do I start with like a page that's kind of in the middle of not being my favorite? Or I don't know. I particularly like the ones that are with people in them. So I don't know, you guys. So excited to get started on this, though. Very fun. Okay, I have 2 more books left for this haul. This is To the Moon and Back, a celestial coloring book by Tabitha Barnett. I believe I saw a flip through of this on Anxiety Art Adventures, and I am a sucker. You can see I couldn't wait. I already have something tagged in there as well. I'm a sucker for all things celestial, and this book is just, I just love it. So fun. And the neat thing is, I believe, are there 30 images? So there's 30 images printed on white paper with this white backing. And then of those 30 original images, 20 of them are then in the back printed on black paper. So these images you'll find on both white and black. How fun is that? The other cool thing is she does do, rarely I think, these double page spreads, but because her books are single-sided, of course, she leaves that blank for you. Ooh, look how fun that would be. Yeah. So, super excited. This is, I think this is also, yeah, it must be Amazon printed. Yep, July 3rd. Amazon printed paper. To the Moon and Back. My last book, which you guys, I am freaking out over. I'm so late to the party. It's so amazing. It's the Grayscale Chibi Girls 2 Books in 1 by Jade Summer. A million flip-throughs of this, of course, as well on YouTube. I already finished my first page, which was probably one of the most fun times I've had coloring this month. It really is, if you love alcohol markers, so fun to color. And you can just, I mean, with that Grayscale, you just straight color and it looks fantastic. You add a little bit of gel pen and you've above and beyond. So, so fun this book is. I'm so excited. Actually, if anyone wants to do a buddy color in this book, I mean, as you can see, I've only colored one page. So if you wanted to do a buddy color, please let me know. I would love to do that. Again, Amazon printed, July 5th. But I'm just obsessed with this book. I want to color every page. Please, please let me know if you'd like to do a buddy color. So I think we got through everything. I'm like looking around to see if I forgot anything. I just want to say again, thank you so much for watching. I've been posting videos for I think a little over a week, maybe 10 days so far, and I've had a lot of fun. And every person that subscribes or even just watches my videos or likes them, I shriek and scream with excitement. So thank you so much for watching. It's so fun to do this, and I'm really enjoying getting to do it. And I mean, I don't know. Thank you guys. Thank you. So anyway, I hope everyone has a great day, and I will see you soon. Bye.